relationships, behaviors of people you're with, and then circle of concern are things that you cannot change. You cannot change the political atmosphere of Uganda. You cannot change whether there is World War One. You cannot influence any decision that, let's say, okay, it depends on your parents, but if your parents change your school, you cannot really change that as much because you have no control over it. So there are certain things you have to be able to adapt yourself to. So there are certain principles you have to understand. And once you understand them, I'm building up because once we move from this, we go to another step, to another step, until we finally reach the dream charts and everything will relate. Yeah. Hope you guys are with me. Is everyone with me? Yes, the young one. Are you okay? You good? You're good? Okay. What's your name though? Yeah. Joel. Nice to meet you, Joel. Nice to meet you, Joel. So, one last thing I believe you should understand also is the difference between needs, wants, and fantasy. Needs. What can you live? What can't you live without? Needs are what you can't live without. Wants are what are the things that you can have, but you won't die if you don't have them. And then fantasy are like things that, man, honestly, just chill. Just chill. So needs can be shelter. Shelter can be education. It varies on people. It varies on different people and the environments they're in. But honestly, the basic things are food, water, shelter, and honestly, you have to look within yourself and really conceptualize in your heart that, do I really need this? Excuse me. Do I really want this? Is it worth it, what I'm going to go through to attain it? And what will I become after? And then the fantasy is something, everything on the side. So, this is where the list comes in, yeah? So, one thing that setting goals helps you is that it helps you reduce so much time wasted. Because one thing that the youth have, everyone under 20, because for me I'm out of it, everyone under 20 has, is time. Time is the best asset we have as young people. From the moment that we're born to honestly, there are a lot of things that we have time to make mistakes. We have time to invest early. We have time to develop relationships and skills early when our brain can still pick up things quickly. We have time to learn new languages. We have time to pick up new instruments and learn new instruments, pick up new skills, programming, coding, all these different aspects, yeah? And most times that what people do in their 20s is we just waste it. In their teenage years, just waste it. Yes, you're tired from school, but learn something new. Learn something new. Be different from your friends. Be different from your peers, yeah? Learn something new. So the purpose of setting goals really is to save time, to give you direction and purpose, and be able to direct your thought so that when people talk about, you know what, guys, let's go clubbing for a day. Just today. Just today becomes another weekend, then another weekend, then another weekend. Let's just try this. It's just a small thing. Just smoke it just a bit, and then it just ruins your life. Because it starts small and then grows, yeah? So, please take this exercise as seriously as possible. So, for the 101 list of goals, it's going to link up in the afternoon session when we're going to display and make our dream charts. A dream chart, or what I call a vision board, is a combination of a goal and a dream. So our goal is time bound, a dream is something you aspire to do, and when you combine them together, you make something that you can easily call a vision, because now you've set something that you're passionate about, you want to pursue, you want to achieve, and you've set an actionable strategy and a time frame for it. And that becomes a vision for your life. And then you strive for it. I think it will all make sense when I show you my vision board. But let me explain this, then I can show you my vision board that I set. Yeah? And all the things that I've been able to get, at least. So, it's called 101 list of goals. This is the exercise that we're going to do to help you pick your brain and make you understand that there are certain things you have to pick up. Yeah? not necessarily, okay, certain things you have to pick up at the same time. There are certain things you have to stretch your brain on. Be able to stretch your brain to the point that you want to see how far can I really stretch my imagination, and how far do I believe in myself to achieve the things that I'm going to display on my dream chart today. Yeah? Because there's a certain power in visualization that's very different. Because when I show you the dream chart, I'm going to show you the things that I was able to get in that year just by actually putting it there and pasting it on my wall and seeing it every day. Yeah? And it's amazing to see the power of, like, you see it every day, you wake up. I want to be able to get let's say for me, okay, my dream car is a Lamborghini Urus Venatus S 2022 edition. You have to be specific. Another thing about vision, but you have to be specific. The exact edition, the exact color. I want matte black, and then with lime green additions on the brake plates. So, like, you have to be very specific with what you want. So this exercise is one. You have to write 101 things you'd want to achieve. But obviously for this session it's quite short. Usually I pick this up from the mentorship class, and trust me, it's an exercise you'd really want to sit down and actually do. From these 101 things you're going to list out, you're going to pick up the top 10 that are most important to you, and then those will be the biggest pictures in your dream chart. Yeah? Everyone understanding what we're going to do? Guys, just raise your hand if you've understood. Has everyone understood? No? You haven't understood? Yeah, guys, just ask. On this specifically. So, it's okay, guys, don't shy away. Like Joshua, we're called to be bold and courageous. So, like, just stand up, ask me the question, and then you go forth. Anyone? Okay. So, I wasn't able to make it into a tabular form, but what you're going to do is, this is one column. Write the dream in one column. Yeah? The dream or goal, passion, ownership, fulfillment, significance, people, reality. Write it in one column. The next column, you write what it will cost, the year or month you hope to achieve this, and what strategy or plan do you want for it. I think I can try and get mine. So you have to be extremely detailed with what you want to achieve. I think the internet is down. Anyway, I believe I'll show you later. But let me just display my dream chart so that you guys can understand really how far you should go when you're writing down these things. But I hope you guys have you understood what we're going to do here? Because we're going to spend about like 30 minutes or so writing these down, because these are the ones you're going to display in the afternoon on your dream boards. Yeah? Has everyone understood what we're going to do? I just want to clarify, because it can be confusing a bit, because once we end up starting, it may be slightly confusing. Yeah. So, let me just start with the display. I don't know if anyone want to volunteer to help me hold it up, at least? Anyone to volunteer to hold it up while I talk about it? Anyone? Yeah, please come. Two. Yeah, two are enough. So in the mentorship class, I went there twice. I went there in my S4 vac, and then I went there in my senior 6 vacation. So one of the exercises is to make a dream chat. Is the other young man still coming? Yeah. So you're supposed to make them and make them out of pieces of paper, set years to it, and be as detailed as possible. You can hold one side and then you hold the other. You can see. Please make sure to turn in case you want to see. So in the center, you're supposed to put basically a dream or quote that you'd want to that speaks to you, and then put your name at the top. Or in case you want to put a picture of yourself, please do. Or you want to put a Bible verse that speaks to you, put it there. So this was S4, and this was 2023. Yeah, 2023. So, to think of how far you have to think about this 101 list, there are so many things you can write. But you have to be detailed in the way that you put them out. So, I said the year I wanted to die, which is, yes, you have to, honestly, I want to die when I'm 120, I hope. 124, 25? Mm-hmm. Somewhere there. I want to die in 2145. Let me reach there, please. Then this was in my senior 4 vacation, man. I dreamt big things, crazy. But I wanted to, in 2040, because you're supposed to set a dream, a picture represents a dream, and the year is supposed to be achieved. In 2040, I said, I'm going to, you know this thing of the globe? That globe, the physical globe. So I wanted to tell my mom, spin the globe. Wherever you touch, you go. Wherever your lander lands, I take you there. I take care of every expense. You just go and enjoy yourself for like a month or so, then you come back. That's what I wanted. So like, I wanted in 2020, okay, this is 2025. I wanted to be at Harvard, but I'm here. Yeah. So this goes to show that dream charts change. They change. It's not permanent, but it's good to set your bar high and see where God takes you. Because at the end of the day, you put your dreams before God, but He alone decides where your foot goes. At the end of the day, so you can't go against God's will. Harvard of Uganda. Yes, I'm at the Harvard of Uganda. But Bambi, Harvard is not, there's no dupe of Harvard, unfortunately. But in 2023, I applied to African Leadership Academy in South Africa. I made it to the finalists, but I didn't go. So they didn't take me. I was cut out. So I wasn't able to achieve this. At high school in Budo, I was the cricket team captain, and I hadn't gone to the nationals for like 6 years. So that year, I was able, 2024 in my senior 6, were able to go to the nationals and reach the finals, though we lost. So I ticked that. So this was one of the dreams I achieved, but I visualized it before. This was 2 years before it actually happened. In 2045, I wanted to make a car factory. I was still obsessed with Elon Musk by that time. And it was crazy. It was a crazy obsession. Guys. Oh, and this is my dream home. It is called Evergreen, the 5th in Colorado, USA. It's on market for $20 million US. You have to be specific with what you want. And you have to know exactly how much. So I know the prices, even though it fluctuates, I'll be able to know how much it fluctuates by. I wanted to have a loving family by 2035. 2035, that's like 6 years from now. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And I wanted to keep my family together. In 2040, I wanted to give my dad a retirement to stay in France. He studied there for 6 years in Lyon, France. But man, guys, the years are reaching and the money is not coming. So my dream car is Lamborghini Urus Venatus S. You see the green with the lime green brake plates. And then the car I wanted to give my dad is a Lamborghini Range Rover 2022 Autobiography. So all these different things have to be specific. It has to be able to look forward and adjust. Okay. So yeah, honestly, this was the base of the dream chats that I wanted to actually pull through. That I want this dream chat pushed me through my A level and kept me focused because every day I literally put it. You know how you're in your okay, we had rooms, so I would put it there, and the moment I step out of my bed, it's the first thing I see. It's the first thing I see. This one represented leadership. I stood for head prefect. Though I wasn't able to stand, I became the mess prefect or Daniel prefect. I did a lot. Programming, I learned programming, Python. I made my own AI. I made a lot of things. I made my own, I developed my own game that year. So all these different things I achieved just by putting them here. Obviously, there are some things that are too far ahead, but it made sense and kept me focused throughout my A level, all A level. But to give you perspective in towards how things can change, this was my S4 one. So now I'm going to show you my S6 one. When in S6 vacation. It's okay, you can fold that. So now this is my S6 one. It's a lot more. Yeah. It's a lot more. Because things change, yeah? You want more things. You feel you lost touch with other things. So like you're trying to develop a thing, trying to develop yourself a little bit more. You have new interests. You figure out some plans don't work out. And that's life, honestly. That's life. Not everything that you want, you'll get, but you always get what you need. And God will always provide for you what you need. So, it's the same quote from my S4 one. Do what others can't and prove that anything is possible. That was basically it. And then, the reason why there are so many sticky notes is because I categorize them. Blue is for hobbies, travel, and adventure. I don't know which color this is, but the light orange is for relationships, social life, giving back to community. Pink is for career, education, and personal development. Green is for financial life and lifestyle. And then this yellow, yellow is for health. I think you can you guys see from there? And then yellow is for health, wellness, and spiritual growth. So, from all of this, I had to be more specific. Now, when you draw your dream chart, you may draw the first one will always be not as detailed. You may not know exactly what you want, but honestly, this practice you're supposed to do it every year. You're supposed to do it every year because to give you perspective of what you're supposed to do. These are examples of my friends. Oh no, the pictures are distorted. This is an example. Downloads. Sorry, give me a minute. This is an example of my friends. Of my friends' dream chats. So, to show you, give perspective of this one, this is my friend, she's called Rona. She made hers of 2026. You can make a physical version or a digital version. I prefer physical because there's more emotion to it. Yeah? So, you set what you want to do in 2026, others set for their life, others set for longer. In case you're setting for 5 years, you make one for 5 years, you make one for 6 years, and there's a lot of emotion and intentionality that you use when you're actually making such a dream chart to the point that it becomes part of you. Because if you steal this from me, I can literally cry, honestly, because I put so much effort into this and so much thought. So to show you how much effort and thought I put the year I wanted to get married, yeah, which is yes, yeah. Guys, you have to be serious. There, I wanted to get engaged in 2034, which is in, guys, bruh, 28 years, when I'm 28. I put the number of kids I wanted to get, though I want to be in control of that. And most times when I tell girls this, they say, "Are you the one going to give birth to them?" I tell her, "Okay." So I wanted 4 kids. I want 4 kids, yeah, 2 girls, 2 boys, and I said to the place I wanted to get a honeymoon. I wanted to get, I wanted to take her to Seychelles, because honestly it's the nearest to Africa. I want to stay in Africa. I wanted to tour all the national parks of Uganda, and then there's one island in like Oceania continent near Australia. It's called Palau. I would really love to visit it. And there are a lot of things that I did this year that I was able to get. Like, for example, I said this year I would read the Word of God more, which I did, and I'm grateful for the growth that I've been able to get. I said I would read more books. I can say I read books, but I don't want to sound too... Okay, I say that usually to sound fancy, but I only read like 3 books this year, which is an improvement from 0. To be honest, it's an improvement from 0. And I wanted to join the cricket national team of Uganda, but I was this close, but then there were a lot of things that you had to do in between. They don't pay enough. There's a lot of work put in. Yeah, I know, guys. Sports in Uganda, it's crazy. And it's not... I was trying to see the long game of it, but I couldn't see the long game. So I just said, I wanted to... This is a collage of all my family members in a lot of pictures that I put together. And I wanted... I love family, and I hold it dear to my heart. I can do anything, but when it comes to family, I'll lay down my life for it, honestly. And 2025 was about leadership, and I'm grateful to God for all the leadership positions He has given me this year and responsibilities. 2025 was for financial growth. I said this year last year I would earn 5 million. Guys, I didn't reach 5 million. I reached like 1 point something, but man, that was a hassle in itself. I know, it was a hassle in itself. But we're able to get it. But the fact, what I'm trying to show is that when you put it there, you say, you know what? I'm going to get it and I'm going to try. And then I keep on showing my friends, this is my dream chart. Yeah, I'm going to get 5 million this year. So like there's a lot of people saying, hey, how is it going? Like it started in February. November, guys are like, hey, so how much do you have? How much do you have? How much do you have? Disturbing me. And then I put a quote, excellence is not being the best, but it's doing your best. To exhibit that, to remind me that every day I should pursue excellence. From the presentations that I make, to the way that I speak, to the way that I dress, to how I approach people, to the words that I speak and my vocabulary. Avoiding certain words, because people see you differently in such, depending on the space that you're in. But majority of the spaces, they see you differently. So yeah, and then what else? I wanted to serve a church, which I did more. There's this weird dream that I have, and I think I'll end with it, then you continue on to the dream session. There was an investment scheme that I wanted to join, Unit Trust, which I'm doing very well. Guys, I advise you, please start Unit Trust as early as possible, please. Because it's for guys who are patient and don't want to spend their money. But if you can start Unit Trust early, do some research on them, you'll be very rich by the time you're very old. Yeah. The same thing with the globe that I wanted with my mom. Fitness last year was crazy. Man, we tried. We tried running, but I can run, guys. I can run. Trust me, I can move. I can join you tomorrow. I'll come personally tomorrow to show you I can run. But yeah, it was on and off. We lifted some weights, then we slacked off, then we got them back. It was crazy. But this year was serious. And then there's this thing. I have an obsession with family dynasties. So like, you know how you're growing up, you hear all these I don't want to call them mafia families, but yeah, something like that. But for me, I wanted to be the good kind. You get the good kind. So like, I wanted to get like a signet ring for my family, have a family crest. You know what? Like in my imagination, like it's crazy. And I put all years for them. all that I'm saying, I put years for them. So this thing of like when you're having like a family meeting, there's like a table, they're like engraved. Like I wanted all the people in my family to have like golden pocket watches. So that when you sit on the table, you be like time for the meeting. Then there's like an engraved space for each one's pocket squares, not to put them all in the middle. And then you just sit there and have the meeting. So it's crazy. Honestly, you're supposed to imagine as wild as possible. So it's I'm trying to stretch yourself to make you realize that you're supposed to dream big. Honestly, God has not called us to be small in this world. So you're supposed to dream as big as possible. Because if God was able to part the Red Sea, guys, I don't know if you've ever... do you know what it means waking up in the morning and seeing Lake Victoria like this? This side, and then there's dry land in the middle. Guys, honestly, I wouldn't sleep for days if I saw that. So the power of God is so much. So you cannot limit him to like these small things just by the limitations that are set in your environment. So guys, dream big. From making an application for myself, I made them. The dream home, by the way, consistency is also key. My dream home is still there, the Cleveland guy, in the Colorado one. Consistency is key. I want to, guys, have you ever heard of people who have made like a blueprint of Lake Victoria? No, it's not possible. Yeah. Okay, they haven't done it as yet. So they can map out the whole floor surface of the Atlantic Ocean, literally. Even to I've forgotten the name of the deepest part of the Atlantic Ocean. Mariana Trench, yes. The Mariana Trench. They can map it all out, but they haven't done it for Ugandan lakes. Yet we have one of the deepest lakes, Lake Bunyonyi, and we don't know what's underneath it. Even Lake Victoria, we don't know what's underneath it. We just row our boats on top and not knowing the treasures that are underneath. So for me, I said, you know what? I want to do it. I'll be rich by 2040. I'll be able to like spend money, fund research, and we get to know what is actually in our country. So I put it there. 2040, I'm going to be the first guy to do it. Yeah. Electric trains in Uganda, I'll be the first one. I want my daily drive to be a Mercedes 350D GLE. That will be my daily driver. My first car is a Volkswagen GTR. Yes. This year I wanted to go and intern at an accounting firm, at PwC. I was specific, PwC, KPMG, Deloitte, or Ernst & Young. I wanted to be there. But things happened, but God gave me Stanbic Bank. I spent there more than 3 days. I was able to interact, and I was on the floor of the heads of private and what? How have I forgotten? For private banking and everyday banking, let's put it like that. And I met with Mr. Samuel Mogeza, the executive director, and it was an amazing experience. But I put it on my dream chart before it happened. So you see the power of it, just visualizing and saying, God, this is what I put to you. I've put it there. I'm going to pray over it every day, and I'll wake up and see it every day, and it will push me to do better and not slack off. So you put it there. Yeah, and a private jet, man, by 2040. We'll see about that. Yeah. And yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, dream big, guys. That's all I can say. But I hope this has explained to you the extent to which you're supposed to be dreaming. You're not supposed to be small, guys. You're not supposed to think small. Us as Africans have often demeaned ourselves to the point that we think that... Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Guys, please clap for them. We've often demeaned ourselves as Africans to think that we cannot achieve certain things. Certain things some guys are just built different. They're just too smart. Yes, some people are too smart, but what's limiting you from trying? What's limiting you from trying? Because most times we feel like, especially as Christians, guys, we feel like God will provide everything. Let's just pray, let's just sit. God will provide everything. But at the end of the day, you have to take the step. Because God won't come from heaven and knock you and slap you to tell you read your books, slap you to tell you go to work early, slap you to tell you know what? Go and volunteer here. He won't come down from heaven to push you. It will be you to take the initiative. You pray to God, but you take the action. You take the action. Because faith without action is dead. You pray, but nothing will happen. Yeah. So our dream chats will be on these these areas. Yeah. There will be professional. Can everyone see? Guys, if you can't see, just come. There are like 4 seats here. Honestly, there are like 4 seats here. Can everyone see this? Can you see? So there is professional career. These are the categories that we're going to have. If we were able to get diverse sticky note colors, like by 7 of them, or we can combine them. The whole idea, the whole objective of today is to make sure that you guys are able to create dream charts today and put timelines for them, but be able to set strategies to get them and be serious with them. Because no one will push you. I won't come from wherever I've been and tell you, oh, you know what, Joel, let's push. Today we have this in our dream chat. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. At the end of the day, it will be up to you. So I have professional career, health and well-being, social contribution, passion and hobbies, spiritual and personal development, finance, how much money do you want to make, what do you want to do, what do you want to cut off, family, friends, relationships, and fun. So guys, remember to always have fun. Honestly, working without fun is sad, it's depressing, it's demoralizing. So always take like a weekend off. Just chill. Yeah. When you can. So the examples of vision boards are there. And now all these different sectors are based off the concept of the wheel of life. The different sectors of your life, the different aspects of your life. Friends and family, career, finance, personal growth, social life, health, relationships. Guys, are you with me? Are guys with me? Are guys with me? Yeah. So, the start is spiritual and personal development. These are examples of what you can put. And these are examples, guys. I made sure to like give as many examples that you guys have an idea what falls into the category and you're able to make one for yourself, yeah? So, spiritual and personal development, you can put prayer, tithe, and offertory, reading the Bible. Guys, please, pay tithe. Tithe, guys. I know it's hard. You receive 100K, then you're supposed to give 10K to God. It's hard, but please do it. It's a discipline that you have to build. Because if you receive 100 million, do you know how hard it is for you to release that 10 million? To be extremely hard. So it starts with a little. If you have 1K, 100 shillings off. If you receive 500 shillings, I don't know how you get the 50 shillings, but get that 50 shillings off. Yeah? So, yes, tithe and offertory. So you can say this year, I'm going to put my prayer life first. I'm going to give tithe and offertory. I'm going to read the Bible. I'm going to go to school and excel. I'm going to take online courses to develop myself. I'm going to develop values like honesty and accountability. I'm going to learn a new language or a sport. I'm going to learn how to play an instrument. Take these things seriously, because at the end of the day, the quote I'm going to end with on my slide is, no one is going to save you. Your parents are not going to save you. Because one time, at the end of I know people don't like talking about death, but at the end of the day, they're not going to be here forever. So you'll be stuck here by yourself, with a family to provide for, with a lot of people depending on you. So if you're not steady, man, you're creating a bed that you wouldn't want to lay in. Let's put it like that, yeah? So, spiritual growth and development, that's one part. Another part you can consider category is professional career. Skill growth. What are the skills you want to gain in your specific field? If you want to be a doctor, what are the skills you need? If you want to be an accountant, what are the skills you need? In this day of AI, are you able to maneuver through the different AI platforms? Are you able to generate prompts? Are you able to use a computer, really? Use a phone? Are you able to do that? Because these are the basic essentials that they require in the job market if you're looking for job market. If you're heading to be an entrepreneur, are you able to interact with people? Are you, let's say, in temperaments, those who know about temperaments, are you choleric enough to push yourself every single day. You're able to search for opportunities. These are the different skills that you have to build up. Do you have certifications? For those who want to be accountants, there's CPA, there's SCCA. For doctors, I'm not so sure if they are. Trust me, I have no knowledge over that. I cannot say. For quantity surveyors, there's a certificate. What certifications are you going to get to beef up your CV? Beef up your CV. Business expansion for the business guys, for those who are taking, and brand recognition. In this era, guys, please take care of what you put online. You can set all these goals for your life, but all it takes is one search on the internet. They find a video of you doing certain thing with a certain someone or taking a certain thing, and everything that you've planned for in your life, down the drain. Down. And I'm serious, by the way. Take this as serious as possible. Because whatever you're going to do, companies are now using, there are certain companies that that have a specific job of scraping the internet for every single information about you before they hire you. They tell you, you know what, give us your URL of all your Twitter handles, Instagram handles, and they go way back. Way back. And the worst part is, it comes when you don't want it to come. You'll be like, this is an important position, it's going to change my life. Then they just say, do you remember in 2018 when you did this and this and this? And you have no clue. But they show you the video, they show you that you the tweet that you wrote, they show you the thing that you did with a certain someone on video, they show you were here at this time with this person, you spoke against this person. Guys, just be sensitive, especially in the time that we're in these few days. Be careful what you post, honestly. Be careful what you post, because it can be tracked back to you. Yeah. Health and fitness, yeah. The winter arc, as they call it. Going to the gym, gaining more weight of muscle, not of fat, but of muscle, yeah? Eating well. Last year I said I would end the year with 85 kilograms of muscle. Guys, 85, I reached 81, but not of muscle. And then eating well, going off soda, yeah? Going off, guys, go off soda. Trust me, it's nice. But guys, it's hard. Christmas, going off soda. Reducing sugar intake, running more. Improving personal hygiene, sleeping more. Guys, there's a lot that you can do. There's a lot that you can do, honestly. Family and friends and fun. Guys, remember, your friends will betray you. Everyone will go away, but family will stick. It also depends on the family that you have. But honestly, families usually stick. So keep the ones closest to you. Don't abandon them for the pursuit of excellence. Don't abandon them for the pursuit of success, for the pursuit of money and greed. So family, on the goals you can set marriage. Yes, marriage, guys, take it seriously. In case that, marriage, take it seriously. The number of children you'd want to have, parents, how do you want to take care of your parents? Do you want a strong bond in your family? You can set a goal this year. You know what? We're going to make sure that every night or every once a week, all of us sit down as a family, no phones, no nothing. Sit down together and talk for like 2 hours. That can be a goal you set for the year. And you push for it. Because at the end of the day, all it takes is one person to spark the fire and it starts. And you can be the change your family needed. You never know, honestly. For friends, take trips with friends. You can say this year, you know what, we're going to Ginger, we're going to go to Kabale, we're going to go to Murchison Falls. As a friend group, we're all going just to have fun. But you only do it when you've earned it. So don't just go on a spending spree, yeah? Being more social, interacting with more people. I don't advise dating, but I put it there because I thought I would get like adult people here, but they're adults here. Yeah. Dating this year. You can put like, you want this year, I want to take on dating. But I don't advise it for young guys. Guys, I see it as a waste of time. I've seen a lot of my friends waste a lot of time with it. So, and hey, you guys, and money. Even when you're not dating, you still spend money on girls, guys. Men have a tough life. Then they reject you. They lead you on for some time, then they just say, But also boys are bad. So man, I can't say anything. Some boys are bad. Some. Let me clarify. Then for fun, you can say, you know what, I'm going on a vacation, I'm going on a honeymoon with my significant other. As for you, I don't believe that's there yet. But if it's there, please tell us. Yeah, please tell us. There's adventures. You can go on adventures. You can play games. You can play sports. You can travel. There are a lot of things you can do in this segment. So honestly, I'm trying to stretch your brain and think of all the different things that you can do. So that when I tell you write 101 things you want to do, there's 101, or there's like 80 or 60. Yeah? Social contribution. What are you going to do to give back to society? As Christians, we're called to be godly transformational leaders. Transformational leaders. And that means having impact in the society. Because the world is not peripheral to the church. The church is not peripheral to the world. The world is peripheral to the church. So at the end of the day, the church is the one that's supposed to bring light to the world. So if we're not doing that as Christians, what are we doing? If we're not leading people to Christ through our actions and the way that we speak and the way that we interact, what's the point of being Christian? Yeah? So yes, let's take heart and be able to give back to society and bring other people to Christ. Charity, you can say this year I'm going to give out all my old clothes because guys, you have clothes. Honestly, I looked through my old clothes and it was, 2 sacks of clothes I've never used. Honestly, if you look through your closet and you see shirts you've not worn in like 2 years, just give it away, honestly. 2 years, just set it aside. Because there are people who actually need it. You can be kind. You can be able to take on, like, let's say I'm going to go for the cancer run this year to support those with cancer. I'm going to take part in initiatives like cleaning the community around us. I'm going to visit and contribute in slum areas. I'm going to give back to the unfortunate of society. Then there's finance. Now this is what people don't like. It sounds nice on paper, but when it comes to execution, guys are not steady. So there's setting up an emergency fund. There is starting a side hustle. An emergency fund is, you know what? If you stop working today, you prepare money that you need for like 6 months. I don't know if it applies to teenagers as well, but please, if you can start it now, by the time you reach university, you'll be a very settled young person, very settled, especially since our parents are still around and helping us with our little things. Yeah? Turning passion into business, you can say, this year I'm going to take my art and sell it, and then be able to earn a little side income. Saving a specific amount of money. I advise you, if you're setting goals of money, set the amount. Because otherwise, if you say I'm going to save money this year, you end the year with 100,000 saved. Over 12 months, that's like how much? Isn't that like 8K? 8K a month. 100,000 divided by... It's like 8K a month, average. Or 9 point something. So, emergency fund. So investing a specific amount, please be specific with the amount. Guys, I cannot advise you more to be specific with what you want to do. Making and being consistent with the budget. Make budgets, stick to them. Not being like, this weekend, man, I feel tired. You know what? It has been a tough week. Let me first go to CJ's. A tough week, guys. I deserve it. Self-love. These things of self-love. Self-love is earned, guys. Self-love is earned. You must earn the self-love. So don't waste money. And then paying back loans. Advise no sports betting for the boys, please. I know the Indian can have a little fun and games with us, but please, let's not go 2.0 against Man United. Man United. Passion and hobbies, you can say playing cricket. Okay, this is me. Traveling the world, going hiking, singing more, getting better at playing guitar, guys. Passion and hobbies, what are you passionate about? This year I'm going to do more of this. I'm going to stretch myself in this. You're going to, God. Passion is so diverse. And since there are like over like 20, average of like 20, 25, 30 people here, trust me, none of you will have the same thing. Your dream charts are all going to be different because all of you look at life in a different perspective. Yeah? So, at the center, when I started, I showed you the center. Usually, for me, I called it Kutesa Empire because, man, for me, I want a dynasty for myself and my family for the next 10 generations. And I want to build, okay, I may not build the wealth right now, yeah, but at least I can start something. By the time I die, I leave something for the next generation. And I hope, I pray to God that I've skilled them up to be able to, and groom them and mentor them to be able to take it on the reins and grow it more and more and more. Yeah? But yes, the center should be something, a short statement or a word that you believe in, a picture to describe who you are and where you want to be, or a scripture that can push you every single day. Yeah. Yeah. And a few reminders before we start the 101. Excuse me. Number one, I'll start with don't limit God. Can everyone see this? Everyone can see this? Yeah. Don't limit God. Please and please, the worst thing you can ever do is limit God. Do not limit God. Dream big. You have to speak and visualize your dreams into existence. As I said, from the different examples that I gave on my vision board, speak and visualize your dreams into existence. And then another part would be your dream chart is not permanent. Because you saw certain things in this that are not in here. So like you saw, I cut out some things because even this one, I'm going to change it for this year. There are a lot of things I have to remove, a lot of things I have to add, and a lot of dates I have to change because everything changes in life. Life is not like a straight line. And at the end of the day, if you continuously spend your time with God, you'll be able to see where He's directing you. And when you see where He's directing you, you follow suit. You just follow. And you're able to just align things. You'll be able to know this time, no, I can't get this year. I have to shift it to here. I have to remove this. I have to add this. I have to be able to move this. But it has to be intentional. And you can make this dream chart and nothing happens with your life if you're not serious with it. But if you're serious with it, you'll see change. Yeah. 2 last statements will be some things will take time, so you have to be patient. You may not always get everything in the year that you hope, but with patience, trust me, you'll be able to get it. And a kind reminder, when you make these dream charts, don't show it to everyone. Yeah? I'm showing you mine because I'm trying to illustrate it to you because, Bambi, not everyone has the best interest for you. They can be with you. It's the reason why I don't take mine to hostel at university. You just be in your room, you're chilling, then you send a guy to go to your room to get something for you. They first cast some things. And then, honestly, witchcraft is real. Please take it seriously. Witchcraft is real. So, like, guys can do crazy things with your dreams. And not everyone, guys can be like, who does he think he is? So he thinks he's so settled down, he's so planned out. Meanwhile, me, I'm just confused as everyone else. And I'm just trying to find my way. But I've just taken more intentionality with the way I'm doing it. So honestly, don't show everyone your dream chart. That's what I would advise. Because not everyone sees the best for you. Yeah. Yeah. I would like to, no one, the quote I said in the middle, no one is coming to save you, so take initiative. Take initiative. Trust me, when you get older, as my father continuously says, man, your friends will have their own families to take care of. Your parents will be old and will be living off their retirement funds. And you'll be just there with 3 kids, a wife, a family, and you still have to get them fed. So plan early for them so that when they come, you are ready for them. That's why fornication is not a good thing to take on right now because it just disrupts everything. Just disrupts everything. And trust me, in year 1, I've seen like 2 people go because of it. Just year 1. Their lives just turned upside down like this. And you end up living life like a total stranger and alone because no one understands what you're going through. You're the only person at your age going through such a situation, that you know over in your circle. You can find other people, but in your friend group, you'll be the only person. And it's not a nice experience to go through. So I'll end with two verses. Proverbs 16:9. The heart of a man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. Yeah? So no matter what plan that you set forth, you can set this and this and this. You can say, in this year, I'll get this, I'll get this, I'll get this. But at the end of the day, the Lord has the final say. And another thing would be to commit your work. Proverbs 6:16:3. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. So, you make your dream chart. Please note this, yeah? Because most people make their dream chart thinking that by all means necessary, I'll have to get them. I'll have to. God has not given me this vision for nothing. I'll have to. But you have to commit it unto the Lord and be able to be humble enough so that when He speaks and tells you, you know what? Maybe this, not this year. Keep calm. You're able to say, you know what? Let me take it on. Let me calm down. Let me redirect my focus and follow Him. Yeah. Then the last one will be 1 Thessalonians 5:24. The one who calls you is faithful, and He will do it. Whatever God has promised you, whatever God has set upon your heart, if you remain faithful and you believe and you're obedient, He will be able to set you on the path for success and excellence. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I just put my email, phone number, and my LinkedIn in case anyone uses LinkedIn. Just my name you'll be able to see to be the first name to show up. Yeah. Yes. So that was my presentation. Yeah. Any questions before we go into the 101 list exercise? 101 list exercise. Any question? Any question, guys? Because the exercise is going to be a little bit more personal, and you have to write it out a bit. I'm going to get for you an example so that you are able to see for yourself. Yeah, the internet's a bit slow, but when it loads up, you'll be able to see it. So any questions? No questions? Because we're going to spend like 30 minutes writing it down, then you can start on the dream chats. No questions? Okay. So, yeah. So, as the thing loads up, what I want you to do, you're going to have 4 columns. Yeah? 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the first one, you have number 1, clear dream or goal. Number 2, the second column will be what it will cost or what price will you pay. Number 3, what year or what month do you hope to achieve this? And then number 4, what strategy or plan do you hope to put forth to get it? You may not be able to write 101 today, but if you're willing to take on the exercise, trust me, in like a day or 2, you'll be able to write it. Because usually when they give us this exercise, they give us like a week to think about it. So for me to give you 30 minutes is a bit unfair, but write the things that are closest to you. And trust me, yes, you may reach like 30 and you don't know, but then when you reach 30, you realize that you have to dream a little bit far-fetched, and just after that, you'll just be writing. And that's the point when you stretch your mind. Yeah. Does everyone have a book or pen? Notebook? Yeah, the 30 minutes start now. I'm going to load up my example of my own 101 list, and then you guys at least can pick from like the first 10 examples so that you can start off how it's supposed to look like. Yeah. So please, 30 minutes. I'll just be moving around in case you have any questions so that I can help you out. Yeah. So we have about 14 minutes to 1. So let's write as many as possible. So that in the afternoon session, we're just literally cutting out, putting years, and making our dream charts look beautiful. Yeah? Yeah. So let's use the next 15 minutes, 14 actually, 13 now, to just polish up the 10, at least 10. You guys, if you can write 20, write 20, write